everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm so excited for this. We are going to be doing an introduction for my 2020 Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. I really enjoyed doing this in the last half of last year and I really wanted to carry it over. However, I was really bored with the selection of colours that I chose. That I randomly generated. I thought I would just start over again. I relisted all of my eyeshadows because instead of putting on a spreadsheet, I hand wrote them all, which was kind of painful. We're at 402 single eyeshadows in my collection, so my number of shadows hasn't actually gone up too much this year, which I am very proud of myself for, because last year our number max was 395, so we've only gone up by about 7 shades, so I'm really not disappointed in that. I'm also decluttering one shadow palette from my collection. It's just a bit old and the formula has gone off. So I've got up my Pretty Random app on my iPad, and we're going to go 1 through 402, and we're just going to hit randomize, and we got 183. Ooh, okay, that's interesting, that's fine, I'm happy with this. This comes from the Soph X Christmas edition palette, which came out not this year, the year before, I'm pretty sure, and I haven't really had time to play with this palette completely. I kind of get a bit confused with what this palette is actually for, because the mattes on the side are really cool toned and you've got a mix of really nice shimmers. The formula of the shimmers is amazing in here, as well as the highlights. I'm just very confused as to what these shades are for. Some people say they're for your brows, some people say they're for other things, so I'm just generally confused with this palette, if I'm honest. So in this palette I kind of counted these 6 shades as eyeshadow. It is this gorgeous, like, this is a really pretty colour, mauvey pinky tone, and it looks so pretty. Oh, I already feel great about this generation. I might regret saying that later. It's a really nice warm toned, almost coppery tone, like almost coppery colour, but it's just definitely more on the pink side. Let's generate another number. So the next number is 282, and that comes from my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This palette has had a lot of love. I don't know if you guys can see all the dips in this palette. Okay, and shade number 82 is another shimmer shade, and this is the shade Puree. Which is again more of like a champagne-y, like rose gold shade. Look at that colour. They're very similar tones, however this one is definitely more pink and this one is definitely more copper toned. Next shade to generate is number 56. Okay. And that comes from the Sleek Storm palette. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. 54, 55, 56. Oh, we've got another shimmer. And it's this gorgeous like burgundy purple shade. This is gonna look really, really pretty. Those colours go so nicely together as well. But yeah, I'm very happy with that shade. I think it's gonna be amazing. The formula of The formula of Sleek Shadows is really nice as well. So let's generate another shade. And we've got 242. And that comes from my Revolution Tasty Avocado palette. But shade number 242. And that is our first matte colour, and that is the shade Creamy right here. I mean, out of all of the colours from this palette, this is probably going to be the easiest one to try and pan. However, it being, I would say this is like a set the lid type of shade. That's what it looks like there. It's just a cream shade. You can definitely set your lid with this, set your concealer with it, use it to blend out extra bits. Out of all the shades from this palette, definitely one of the easier ones to pull. Randomize another shade. And we got number 289, which I think, yeah, is another shade from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Number 89 is another matte. It's a warm tone matte. This is Summer Yum. I love this shade. This shade has a relatively decent dip in there as well, and it's very easy to use for day-to-day use. So hopefully this goal could be hit pretty quickly. What the shade looks like, it's just a really warm toned brown. I found this really easy to use on a day-to-day basis. It's not too dark. just a really nice shade in all honesty. Let's just randomise one more shade, and that is 312. Getting higher in nose number. Oh, I love this palette. This is a shadow from the Primark Master Eye palette, which is an amazing palette. I don't think they sell it anymore, but each of these shadows basically is 50p, and the formula is really good in here. I really enjoyed this palette, and it's so pretty. You've got all your berry tones. It's just so autumnal and so pretty. And this is actually the first palette where I started wearing softer shimmers through my crease, and I really enjoyed it. And the shade that I generated, 312 in this palette, is actually the second shade along, which is a cool tone shade, which is going to make a really nice difference because we've got quite a warm toned palette so far. Greyish purple tone, but I'm very excited to have this in rotation. I feel like it's going to go really nicely with the warmer tones. Contrast those tones really nicely. It's probably it's one of the deeper shades on my wrist right now, but it's definitely going to complement the shades really nicely. I'm very happy with this colour palette actually. I think it's very pretty, and also it gives me room to play with colour as well. These are the 5 palettes with 6 shadows drawn from. I am so excited for this rotation and so excited to show you guys my updates, and I'm so excited to be back at this project pan. I feel like I'm so energized for this. And that is everything. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and would like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye!